I'm sure that you've heard that saying, the one that says those who have a plan end up the most successful. And haven't you ever wondered why the most successful individuals have the best plans? Well, in this video, we're going to be talking about my best career advice from accountants. And if you're new here, this is coming from someone who currently attends Yale Business School, who has a CPA and worked 3 years at Ernst & Young, and who has interviewed with all of the biggest companies in the world. Furthermore, I've talked to many different individuals who have become very, very successful, including multiple billionaires. And in this video, we're going to be talking about how you can make the right plan to be successful. And we're going to break this video down into 3 different parts. First, we're going to be talking about the common mistakes that many different people make when it comes to picking the right career for them. Second, we're going to be talking about the habits I've noticed from the most successful individuals that I've met. And third, we're going to be talking about what careers nowadays are terrible picks for accountants, and instead what are going to be some of the best options that you have going further. And stay tuned for the end of the video, because I'm going to give you a secret that I've learned from the most successful people that I've met. Let's get straight into the video. The first mistake that people do is copying what everyone else is doing. But the problem with that is that the job market has become so competitive that if you are doing what everyone else is doing, you stand practically no chance at success. What instead you need to be doing is thinking outside of the box. Think about what you are good at and what others aren't doing, and use that as a real opportunity to find success for yourself. Let me give you a quick story on what I personally did to land my dream internship over the last summer. Whereas many of my classmates were applying to the same exact jobs, I instead realized the importance of networking and meeting people in real life. And so as someone who had a passion for cryptocurrency and a lot of experience within the space, I ended up going to cryptocurrency conferences at elite schools like Yale, like Harvard, like MIT, etc. And by going to these conferences, I was able to meet the right employers that can get me in touch with finding my dream job. In fact, the internship that I landed over the summer not only was working from home, fully remote, and paid really well, but it was also an internship I created for myself. In fact, I was the first business development intern at that company. And the reason I was able to make that happen is by networking and selling myself to the right people at the company. Second is simply not planning ahead for the long term. So many people think about their career the wrong way. They think about what is the next job and perhaps the job after that. And instead of working backwards, they work forwards. And that's a big problem. I need you to go online and research what the people who you dream to be one day in terms of their career did to get to their position. For example, if you want to be a CFO one day, don't think about what job you would enjoy doing next. Instead, think about what jobs and what career ladders current CFOs have climbed to get to where they are today. And they're literally the best evidence that you personally have in terms of finding out what job progression you should take to get to your long-term career goals. And this is why it's so important to have a plan, because if you're like the other 80 to 90% of people out there who simply are just winging it and getting whatever job either pays well or that they could even get, you're never going to end up in the career and the job that you wanted to do. Instead, find individuals who have gotten exactly to where you want to be, look how they got there, and try to mimic their success. Another big mistake that I see people make is forcing it. And I'm going to talk about exactly what I mean by that. So many people go after what everyone else is doing. They simply just want to make the most amount of money. They want to be prestigious. They want to feel good when they're able to talk about their job to other people, and they're doing everything completely wrong. Instead, what you need to be doing is focusing on what you are naturally good at and how you're going to leverage your skills to build future success. I mean, literally, think about all of the skills and all of the natural talents that you have and combine them into different career options for you. Because I want you to think about this for just 1 second. So many people think about what job pays them the most, but it's not the job that not only they're going to enjoy, but it's also not the job that they're going to be best at. And if anything, that's something I've learned from the most successful individuals that I've ever met, is that the people who really made an amazing career for themselves did what they were naturally great at and kept learning about the space. So literally write it down, get a pen and a paper and think about what it is that you're naturally good at and what it is that you have a lot of skills, and how you could build those two things into an ideal career and job for yourself. And by doing this, you're gonna find a career that not only you excel at and are able to get promoted and a lot of money within, but also something that you thoroughly enjoy doing. And that's gonna take me straight into the habits that I noticed with the most successful individuals that I've met. And the first thing I'm gonna talk about is that they genuinely love what they're doing. So many of the people who run companies, who are billionaires or multimillionaires, and who have really succeeded in the organization they work within, absolutely love going to work and doing what they do day by day. In fact, it's almost like they found their purpose. They literally found exactly what they love to do and did that for a job and achieved success within that. And so if you want to copy one of the most important habits that I've known from the most successful people I've met, find what you love to do and pursue that as a career. The next thing that they do is that they simply work harder than everyone else. And I know that everyone has literally said this before, but I really want you to focus on this for a second. If you are motivated, you are never going to succeed. And let me tell you why. If you're motivated, you might feel motivated for a day, a month, a week, but motivation is fleeting. And when you lose that initial motivation, you're not going to be able to work as hard as you once did. Instead, don't look for motivation, but look for discipline. Discipline yourself on being able to work hard even on the days that you won't want to get up and work. It is discipline that has made the people that I've met super successful, because even on their off days, they're still working as hard on the days that they were motivated. You need to stay disciplined if you want a real chance at succeeding. Another habit that I've noticed from the most successful people that I've met is being able to talk with anyone, anywhere. So many people, especially accountants, underestimate the importance of things like office politics and sales. They simply want a comfortable job where they can sit behind a desk and do the work that they need to and go home. The problem nowadays with that is that AI is completely replacing the need for that type of work. Instead, the type of people who are going to succeed in the future are the charismatic individuals that know how to network, that know how to do sales and understand office politics and really be able to succeed for the company that they work for. If you're simply focusing on what brought you success while you were earlier in your career, you're not going to be able to succeed and to grow as an individual. There's a reason why at a firm like JP Morgan, so many people get stuck at the associate and vice president level. It's because they never learn how to bring in business. And what do I mean by bringing in business? It's being able to network and to sell and to bring money to the actual company. If you've fallen in love with the comfort of simply working behind a desk, understand that the most successful individuals I've met are people who not only worked really hard and were great at the work that they did, but also love to network, could easily sell their company or themselves, and were able to find success by doing that. And now we're going to be talking about perhaps the most important part of the video, and that is what careers are most likely going to be the least successful in the years to come, and what careers are going to make the most success. First, let's talk about what careers are going to be the least successful. First, it's going to be your typical accountant job, the one who sits behind a desk and does modeling. I literally was invited to work for a company who is training AI agents to get rid of the jobs that accountants currently do today. When you think about a company like Ernst & Young, like Deloitte, like literally all of the big accounting companies out there, their biggest expense by far is paying their employees. So it is in their best interest to invest in training AI to do your current job. And so if you're an accountant today, you really need to be panicking and thinking about the future so that you can have a good career path for yourself in order to make a lot of money in the future and find success. Now, if you're an accountant looking to change careers, let me tell you exactly what not to do in terms of the careers that you pick. You don't want to go into anything like software development, like data analytics, like modeling, like Excel work, literally doing anything that is involving a computer for a majority of the job. And the problem with that is that it is very similar to what an accountant does, because think about what a majority of your work is as an accountant. A majority of your work, especially at some of the bigger companies, is simply running a lot of data, putting it into Excel, and printing out different forms, like different tax forms or audits, etc. Now, of course, accountants, they have different branches. There's auditing, there's tax, etc. But both of these industries are going to be hit. You also do not want to work in any careers where there is going to be an influx of many people trying to get the same job. For example, a lot of people might not enjoy modeling, but will enjoy more simple tasks that require a lower barrier to entry. Let's think about simple economics for a second, supply and demand. You definitely don't want to pick a job where there's going to be a lot of supply and little demand. Instead, you want to be smart and think about careers that are going to have a lot of demand and little supply. And I'm going to tell you a secret on exactly how to do that. A lot of people don't want to do the harder jobs. For example, networking, sales, putting themselves in front of different people. And for that reason, as an accountant, this is exactly what you should think about doing. Now let's talk about the best careers that you can get for yourself. The first one is going into sales. And I know that you want to click off the video because literally every person hates sales. But sales is one of the simple jobs that AI cannot replace in the years to come. A lot of people, especially older generations, do not want to talk to an AI agent or an AI bot, and some of them don't even know how it works. Imagine how uncomfortable someone is going to feel if they talk to you behind the phone and hear an AI's voice. It's going to completely break authority, authenticity, and they're never going to want to work with that company again. And so if you want to find a job that's going to have a lot of demand and not a lot of people want to do, that is sales. And I'm going to let you in on a secret right now. A lot of people who think of sales think of car sales or lower end sales, but there's things like high ticket sales. There's things like wealth management, where you're talking to millionaires on how to manage their own money. And this is going to be an important part of sales, is because richer people want knowledgeable people who can handle their money. So something like wealth management is going to be a career that is still going to be extremely important in the years to come. Another thing I want to talk about is business development, and it's for the same exact reason as sales. When you're talking about business development, you're venturing out on your own and trying to bring business to the company you work for. This could literally mean traveling and having dinners or happy hours with your clients. This could mean reaching out to people or having them be referred by word of mouth. And something like business development is something that an AI agent simply can't replace. And it is actually one of the best jobs that an accountant can do nowadays if they want a successful career for them. And let me explain why. A lot of accountants, probably like yourself, have found a lot of comfort simply sitting behind a desk and doing the work that needs to be done. And so when you think about being adaptable, like I talked about earlier in this video, it is different skills that is going to bring you career success in the future than it had been in the years in the past. And so the people who aren't the best modelers but know how to bring business for a company are going to be so much more valuable than the person who is an expert at Excel. And truth be told, a lot of the reason why people pick accounting as a career is because they don't like socializing and want to sit behind a desk. But if you want to be successful, if you want to have a good career that pays you a lot of money where you're not being worried about being laid off to AI every single day, you need to focus on more of these social skills, on networking, on sales, and doing things like business development. So far we talked about sales and business development, and I'm going to give you one more great career option that you could pick if you want a successful career. The third option I'm going to be talking about is working as an AI consultant or AI implementation specialist. Whenever you think about companies like EY and Deloitte, they spend millions of dollars on figuring out how to put AI in their companies. But when you think about medium to small sized businesses, they simply don't have that level of expertise or funding required to figure that out. But if you're able to go online and figure out the best tools that AI has built for the accounting industry nowadays, you can literally find a skill that is super in demand and be paid a lot for it. I have friends working in AI consulting making six-figure deals on the regular. And that is literally what most accountants get paid in one entire year. So if you can figure out how to use the AI tools that are currently coming out and become an absolute expert at integrating them within companies, you can make a lot of money for yourself in the years to come. But again, this is still something super important, is you need to be able to sell yourself, because it isn't always the most technically qualified person that brings success. Instead, it's the person who sells themselves best. So focus on some of these career options if you want to bring success. If you're an accountant, let me know that down below and tell me what scares you about your career, and I will personally respond to your comment with some advice.